Welcome back to Timberborn. I just loaded into our last save and it is for some reason asking me to name our settlement. So okay, we're going with Land of the Wood. I don't know. I'm terrible at naming things. We left off, as you can see, in a drought. The drought is starting, an 8-day drought. Yeah. So basically we're kind of screwed. Maybe we can get up to these berries and get some food. Although we're actually doing pretty good on food. I'm just a little bit nervous about our water. We do have berries here still. So, oh my goodness, we have 7 unemployed beavers. Wow, wow, wow. So I think what we'll do is we will pause this because water's not going to be flowing here. We will... What do we have here? This is just like a bridge. Boo. Maybe we could get here. This is pretty bleak. Pretty bleak. I kind of thought we had more stuff going on. So we were building these. I don't think these are going to get built in time. So we can deprioritize that. Yeah, those aren't going to get built in time. So that's fine. I'm trying to think if there's like any way that we can maybe... Oh, that's what we were doing. We were creating a little, like, we were gonna like dam this somehow because we have this. Nope, that's just a bridge. We have this guy that should hold back some of the water. Okay, so we'll leave them pumping water for now. We're gonna unpause our inventor hut. Get a couple of beavers in there. Our log piles are full. Whatever. We're just gonna hit play and see what happens. So I think the plan was to eventually get water into here, like this area. I think. And we should make sure these guys are prioritizing harvesting. Harvesting. Yeah, that should be good. We still have 7 unemployed beavers though. Who is unemployed? Let's see. I guess I booted this person a little bit early. So Zodok, you go back into there. Oh, it did stop. Okay. How are we oh, here it is. Here's the drought. Here's the drought. No! Alright. You've lost your job. You're fired. These all died out. But we do still have a little bit of water here. I think I'm going to pause these because I don't want to run out of water for our crops, which means we are going to have a lot of unemployed beavers. I'm going to drop the working hours a little bit. We're going to employ some beavers here. Ebox and Zashi, you now have a job. What does this mean? Why are you not working? Sligo? Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Think he's like on a break or something? Hello? So we only have 1 unemployed beaver here. Hokama, you can work there. Maybe we should get another scavenger flag, maybe, or maybe another... Oh, you know what we should do? We should get over here and get that water. But I think things are looking okay. We just need to create more jobs, more stuff for people to do, and also maybe some more log piles, because I think we're being lazy lumberjackers over here. Well, in the meantime, we can unpause these because we have plenty of berries here to go pick. So Ayagi, you now have a job, but we still have 10 unemployed beavers. 10. Are they not getting water? No, they should be. Oh, maybe the water just gets stored here? So maybe we should actually put like a water storage facility a little bit closer. Maybe like... maybe we should do that? I don't know. We have 6 more days of our drought. Our water is going down, but we do still have this water here that we could turn our pumps back on for. I just really don't want to completely drain our food supply. I do think that we are harvesting food very, very slowly, so it probably would benefit us to put another farmhouse somewhere. Maybe we put it here. Yeah, that'd be good. So let's go into demolish. And then we'll have the path come... oh, it can't. Okay. We'll have the path go here, 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 here. No, here, here. Okay, that should be good. And then once they demolish those, we'll put the farmhouse in. We are still full on water on this side, which is good. But we are running out of our water over here. I'm thinking maybe we should find a way... well, we should find a way to keep more of this area green. Maybe. Or we just shouldn't keep planting trees here because they're just, well, they last a long time. Let's see how our other little beavers over here are doing. So they have got this one built, and yes, they are storing water here, so that's good. That means that when someone comes over to the drop-off point, they bring the water here for storage. So I think that was the problem, is we didn't have enough storage for them for water. And our small warehouse is actually almost full. Yikes. So I don't want to use planks, so I'm actually just going to use another small warehouse. But what I'm thinking is we can put it here. And then we can do a set of stairs leading up to it here. And then we can do a platform there. Perfect. So they should be able to get that built now, and then we won't have so many storage issues. And they are still building these, so that's good. Can't really tell. It looks like our water levels are pretty low. Not much I can do about that though. We have 12 unemployed beavers now. Oh my goodness. So I think what we need to do is build some more inventor huts. And I think we should maybe look at building them up here. Do 3 for now. And then we'll do a path here, I guess there. And maybe we can add some people to this. Perfect. Looks like we are making potatoes. We only have 10, so those are getting eaten pretty quickly. We could always pause the irrigation tower if we really start running low on water. But I think we will be okay. I think. Oh, good. And we've already had Nguyen and Ude Ubo have taken it upon themselves to become inventors, along with Shenghis. Just inventing away in here. Whoa! Alright, so let's go over this way and see if maybe we can help get some more beavers going here. So we have 2 unemployed beavers. I think they should become... We should probably do another lumberjack. Oh, but we also need a forester. So let's do that first. Let's build a forester. Because we're gonna run out of these maple trees and then we won't have anything else. Let's put that here. Because that should cover a pretty good amount of space, I think. So we'll do that there. And let's high prioritize that. We will need planks, which I think we have. We don't have too many, but we have some. And then maybe... So now we have no unemployed beavers, is that right? No, we have 2. But this says none. But this says 2. Oh, that's in total. So we have 2 over here that are being lazy and not doing anything. Maybe we do... Oh, we can put our farmhouse in. I definitely misjudged the space, so we actually will need to crop down or demolish these 3. Delete all that. I think I'm gonna delete these and we'll put maybe like a bench or something. I don't know. Yeah, let's do a bench. We'll do a couple of benches here. We will preemptively put in maybe more water storage. And then we will do a path. There. I think that'll look really nice. My goal, even though we like haven't been filling up all of our water storage, my goal is to make sure that we just have like tons of water storage available so that if we can get enough people pumping water, we can maybe just like overfill the water maybe. So we should have perfect. Zulabar and Smeckos are farming away over here. And I just want to make sure that we still have 2 beavers in each farmhouse over here, which it looks like we do. And now we still somehow have 2 unemployed beavers. And our water is getting dangerously low. We have 360 waters left. That is not a lot of water. I am very reluctant to start pumping the little bit of water we have though. That is not good. Maybe we should reduce the working hours a little bit. Drop them down and hope that they consume less water. And then as far as our metal here, I think we just have 1 scavenger flag, so we should probably do 1 more. Maybe 2 more. Just in case we have any unemployed beavers over here. Although I think we're pretty much full on housing. So we can pause that. That's built. Maybe we could also start looking at getting over here to this water. I think what we'll want to do is put... There's really not much water in here, so we probably only want to put like one pump, maybe. And then we can do a set of stairs here. We're down to 202 water. Oh no. What are we gonna do? I almost feel like we should pause this. But the supply will only last for 16 hours. So maybe what we could do here is we could pause it when we get down to 1 day. Actually, we could just pause it now because the crops are not gonna dry out. I think we'll just do a straight path this way. Yeah, something like that. So we'll just do stairs here, and then they should be able to get to this water. We are down to 100 and... Wait, how are we getting more water? Are they drinking it from here? Where's the water coming from? Utterly confused. I'm not complaining, but I am confused. How our water is going up, but we're not pumping anything. Maybe it's because this is draining. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, so back to this water situation. I think this will be really good for next time. We need to put a path here. Actually, we need to do... stairs... here. And then we can path over here. So I am going to high prioritize that. And then I'm also going to, I think, put in water storage all along here. So we'll do... I think we'll do that. We have 1 day left of the drought. 1 day, and we are down to 24 waters. We are not in good shape. So I am going to turn this one back on. I am going to turn this one back on. Not ideal, but we now have 1 water. So... I don't know. It's not good, guys. It's not looking good. We still have to get through a whole day. I'm gonna turn 3 of these back on. I think these guys are running really low. Oh, these only have 3 left. So maybe we should stop putting water. Maybe we should get less water here. So these guys are pumping water. This is going to go down very quickly. Like you can already see like the green part. So I don't know how long this is gonna last, but hopefully it's enough to get us a little bit of water. And then these are drying out. And these are just going to die. Since we have less than 1 day left of the drought, I am going to switch these to prioritize planting. Because we are looking pretty barren right now. And then we'll leave these guys on harvesting. We have a half a day. These guys are okay on water. These guys are not okay on water. Oh, and this is up and running. Pause, pause, pause. So let's pause. Okay, nobody's in there. Nobody's in there. Let's pause you, Kuskui. Kuskui, you are now going to go in there and hopefully save the day with water. So I am going to actually turn off water. So that they're just receiving those items. I think that should be good. They have 22 waters left, and then these guys over here have 0 water. Zero water. Okay, this is a bit of an emergency. We have some thirsty beavers. So what we are going to do is pause a couple of these and turn back on all of these. And hope that our poor little beavers don't die. Oh, he's so sad. Ex-Kundi, I'm so sorry. Hang in there, man. Hang in there. We're gonna up the working hours and hopefully not kill all of our beavers right now. Although they do look pretty sad. Oh, Ayagi, I'm so sorry. The drought has ended officially, but we are all so very thirsty. Oh, our poor beavers. Go get water, little guys. Go, go, go. I think we probably could have turned on all of this a little bit sooner. But you know, it is what it is. Now, why are you going all the way up here to drop the water off when there's like a tank right here? Okay, looks like we saved our beavers, except you, sir, you need some water. Azebo, go get water, Azebo. What is he doing? Oh, there we go, there we go. We are gonna turn this back on. Probably need to pause one of these guys. Maybe 2? You know what we'll do? We'll actually fire a couple of those guys. And look at that. We just ate up all of the water. Where is the water? Oh my gosh, look at this. The water is coming to save us all. But here comes the water. Don't you worry, little beavers. Don't you worry. Oh. Look at our crops. They're alive. They're alive. Beautiful. I think what we are going to try and do next is on this side. We do have water. Oh, this is all underwater now, so we're going to have to pause that. Unpause that. And Namaro's gonna go in there. So this will be like our drought water. But we'll use this for like our primary source of water. And I realized that I don't know why. Maybe these guys can't reach these. Maybe they should try and reach them from the top down. Or maybe... like, we definitely have to figure out why they aren't clearing this debris over here. So, what we're gonna do is delete that. Do that. And maybe somehow they'll be able to reach it now? I'm not really sure because they have a path here. They could easily just go down there. And I'm pretty sure I marked these as high priority too. Let's see. Yeah, I did. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Oh, I forgot. Over here, we were building these like platforms to be able to put more housing on top of here or something. Weren't we? I don't know. Well, that's what we're doing now. So let's unlock this. Let's do that. And then maybe we can put some more housing up here. Maybe we could do a double lodge? Or we could do 2 triple lodges, I think. Yeah. So if we do that, then we somehow need to get stairs. So we'll need to do maybe like a single one here. And then so it works on this side because the door is not in the way. But then how do we get down here? See, we're still gonna need to do another set of stairs. And then that means that this... Can we, like, move this? No. Well, we might just need to, like, delete it and replace it. It is pretty inconveniently placed. Unless... we could do this. We could do this. This. And then if we put this here, then we would actually have a path here. I am actually quite fond of that. So I think that's what we're going to try and do on this side as well. We'll do here. Here. We actually don't even need a platform on this side. We can just go straight down. And I think that should work. And then we'll just do a path to there. Very cool. So that will get us some more beavers here. We do have 2 beavers working on the water. I think we can pause a couple of these for now. Let's plant a bunch of maple. There we go. So that should keep him pretty busy. Oh no! Oh no, what is going on? Why are you beavers thirsty? You have so much water. Why are you thirsty? What the heck? What are you guys doing? Why are you thirsty? I do not understand. Starving. Wait, what? Why are you starving? We have so much food. I am so confused right now. You guys have 1,000,000 berries. You have water. What am I missing? I don't know. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, right? So it looks like this is all pretty much planted. That's great news. I think up here we could put something. I love it. Now I kind of think that we might need something like a builder's hut. Is that what it's called? Employs additional builders. Extends its range by building path. Oh, extend its range by building paths. Okay. Oh, so instead of just the distribution center builders, it gives us some extra builders. I think that's possibly useful. So let's put that maybe up here in like our working area. So that gives them the ability to build anything on this side. Whereas if I do it here, I think that's fine. I think we probably need to build more housing for these beavers because we're pretty much at capacity with what we have here. And we do have officially one unemployed beaver. That can be the first beaver to go into our builder's hut. We also might need another forester hut too. We just need so many things. What do we do? Okay, water pumps first. So let's go into demolish. Let's mark some of these guys up for demolition. And that should give us a water pump here. And then over here we have 2 water pumps. But we actually probably need more storage because this storage, I realized, is literally only for the dry season. So it doesn't really help us at all. Yeah, so I'm actually just going to delete these because there's really no point to them. And then we can try and build maybe some more water storage up here. That one's going to be a little bit wonky because we have the sign thing here, so that one's going to be backwards, but that's okay. And let's see if we can fit some more in here. I think that should help. And then let's see if we can squeeze in another forester hut. Or what we actually could do, that would make a lot of sense. We could cut these trees. Can we like high prioritize them? I don't know if that works. But we could actually put water pumps just gonna clear that out. And then we'll just do a straight path. We'll do a forester, we'll do water pumps, all that. Because we are just not pumping water fast enough at all. Oh, and this is done, so we can actually add another water pump here. So we'll do that. We'll mark this high priority. We'll get that built pretty quickly. And since we have 1,700 berries, which is like kind of an absurd amount of berries, I do think that we should maybe just put more like potatoes here. Or maybe we should try and grow a little bit of like wheat or something. It says 10 days to grow. I don't know, let's just do potatoes. Goodbye, bushes. I'm so sorry. We'll let you pick that bush. You can pick that bush as well. But yeah, we just don't need 1,700 berries. That's just kind of crazy, especially because we have all these berries over here. Also feel as though we need more logs, so I'm actually going to start changing some of these to like maple, I think. And these guys are done here. Perfect. So first things first, definitely a forester's hut and water. So the forester's hut, we can do that. Let's do that here. And then the water, we'll do like that. We're actually gonna swap these and put the water here because we can still fit a forester's hut here, but we can't fit a water there. Brilliant, and now we can get another forester hut just like right in here. So we'll do this guy like that. Now the other thing I would like to do is maybe consider putting like some sort of like dam here. I think that would be a smart move so that we can preserve more of the water. And I would actually like to do it like a little bit higher up so that the water... Oh, but we can't because then the water will spill over. So let's just do... It would be nice to replace this with a floodgate, but then we can't cross over it, so I don't think that's gonna work. But what we could do is build like floodgates here. Maybe? Let's just do this. Kind of a weird setup, but I guess it works. And then now we need to figure out a way to get over to it, so that's gonna be a little bit tricky. We're gonna have to do some temporary sort of pathing, like set of stairs here, pathway. Maybe up here. And then I'm wondering if maybe this will work and they can just like drop the like stuff down. I don't know if they can drop it down that far. We might actually need to go down like another level and do stairs here, but we'll see. And these are built, but we don't have any unemployed beavers in them. So I'm going to pause a couple of our inventors. I'm actually going to pause all of our inventors until we start to see, okay, one unemployed beaver. And hopefully they all went in here. Yep. And then we should have our builder's hut built, so we can actually add one of them here. Econ is gonna go build stuff. Now these guys over here, they have lots of water. That's good. Oh, their housing is built. It looks beautiful. Look at it. Wow. Beautiful job, guys. And we have 4 unemployed beavers. So they can go scavenge, and then I think we can also perhaps consider we'll add one person here maybe. So these guys are working over here on filling up our water. That's lovely. Oh, and then we also have a forester hut. So let's fire one of our builders, and then hopefully they will come over here. Where did you go? No unemployed beavers. What? There we go. Oh, and look at this. They are able to reach this. That's perfect. So we don't need to do any more stairs. And hopefully they can get this filled up, and then we'll have like an additional water source. I think we should consider building more housing. I'm kind of reluctant to do it until we get like our water under control. But at the same time, we can't have more people pumping water if we don't have more people. Beavers. More beavers pumping water. This is not a game of people. Oh, look at them go. Lovely. And these are actually already full. So, we do need more storage, which I think we can accomplish with... Let's see. Doing something like this. And we're gonna do that. I realized I don't think we even have a log pile, do we? So they have literally no... Do they? Yeah, I don't think they do. So they don't have anywhere to even store the logs, even if they were to chop these down. So we actually do need to give them some, like, sort of storage for that, maybe? And then when in doubt, of course, water. I think we're just gonna do a small storage space, and we're gonna put it... we can do that. Then maybe we can put a couple of benches here. That should be nice. do that. So that gives us aesthetic for anybody that walks on this little tiny path. So this guy does not have aesthetic, so I lied. I don't know what that does. Oh, it's not built yet. It's not built yet. That's why. There's still time. There's still hope. Well, I might have effed this one up. We have to actually put this facing a different way because it like intervenes with the path to the water somehow. I think. But this also says it's not connected. That is super weird. Oh, so this path doesn't go past this area. Pause, pause, pause. So that's why they're not getting rid of any of these, because nobody's like allowed to walk over here, I think. Oh my gosh, what a disaster. So I'm pretty sure what we actually need to do is like platform across or do stairs across, which platforms use 2 logs, 4 planks, stairs use 1 log, 4 planks. So obviously we should do stairs. Be cheaper. And I guess we'll just go like straight across. Now, the issue is that they can't actually build the rest of these. So we actually are going to have to put stairs down here anyways. But that's okay. So this is what we're gonna have to do. That way they can actually build on all of this. We're gonna have to do something like that. Now, how do we increase our food? That's what I'm wondering, because we have plenty of berries, like plenty of berry bushes and stuff over here. I'm trying to see where else we could add food without doing like another one of these like irrigation towers, because these just use so much water. And it's really not ideal, but I don't really know what else to do, so there's that. We really need to get this one demolished. Are you working on it? No. Rajin, can you come over here, please? Anybody? Anybody want to demolish that little tree? No? Just one tree. I think this path, though, should fix the issues we're having here with, like, this pathing, and should even let us demolish that, hopefully. Can they not get to it because of the other platforms being built? Like, I don't know. We are filling up on water, which is great. That's good. Oh, and our little campfire got built up here. We have Zufem, Jojen, Volzal, and Uavam hanging out at the campfire. Lovely, lovely little beavers. Now this also says it's actually too far from the district. But why would that be? Why? Look, it just like runs out. Oh. Anybody gonna demolish this tree? Anybody? Nobody? Flooded building! Flooded building! Oh, that's just these. Maybe. Maybe we can give them like a path? I don't know. These little beavers. I don't know why they're not demolishing it, to be honest. Okay, the main thing I want to do is try and get the food situation under control because we really only have berries. And these guys over here have no food other than berries. So I think we need to maybe put up here one of these like irrigation tower thingies. And maybe we can try and like irrigate some of this land over here. We will put a farmhouse. Well, so that's just gonna go to about here to this like little thingy-mabobber. So we really don't need this to go anywhere other than I actually would like to put it like closer to this way. Because I was thinking maybe we could actually get rid of some of these berries, but we'll just do it here. And we have a drought coming in 3 days, people. 3 days. We need more water storage for these guys here. Oh, finally, pause. Hit the pause button. We have finally gotten rid of this tree. So we can go ahead and do that. Put this in, and hopefully they'll be able to get to over here. Otherwise, I don't really know what to do. Assuming they can get over here, I am going to start putting some more water here. Hopefully that doesn't mess things up if I do that. Here. Basically just like anywhere where I can like squeeze a little bit of water. I think that should be good. And you know what? I know I said I wasn't gonna have 2 water pumps, but I think we should. Might as well. And we need to get these guys back on gathering. If they can. I don't think we have anyone available, but maybe we can... Maybe we can like fire a couple of these dudes. I don't think we actually really need anyone foresting right now because pretty much everything's planted. So we're gonna pause that. We are doing pretty good on water. We have almost 1,500 water saved up. I think adding extra storage over here definitely helped. You know what it is? This is what it is. It's this path. There we go. We have fixed all of our issues. Every last one of them. And then we can just go ahead and put more water storage in here. You guessed it. We love our water storage. Beautiful. Now we have this irrigation thing. I want to pause that, I think. I mean, we do have a good bit of water, but I just want to see how long the drought is. If it's like a short drought, then we'll hit play on that. But if it's a pretty long drought, then I don't really want to mess around with that. And I would really like to get this built before the drought. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we do a district center and we just like quickly pop some beavers over into it. So we do like a district gate. Maybe we do the gate like right here. Oh, but then they're gonna need a distribution post, huh? Yeah. It's a lot of effort for that. Maybe we can do things a little bit differently than we wanted to, and we can put something across here. So if we go into... Why don't we do a floodgate? No. Because see, the problem is we really have to do a floodgate, because if we just put it at this height, this whole thing is gonna flood. I guess that, or we could... We could do this. I still don't think they're gonna be able to reach it though. But we could try. We could do that. And then we can come into here and we can do a platform. And then we can do stairs with another platform. I still just don't think they can reach that far. Should we try it? I mean, like worst case, we waste a couple of logs, I guess. And then these guys over here are doing pretty well. They now have a place to actually store their logs, so hopefully the lumberjack will actually start working. They have a good bit of water storage. Oh my gosh, this whole area wasn't even marked for tree cutting? Well, no wonder the lumberjack was doing nothing. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Well, there you go. That is the answer to that issue. And we could probably actually put another lumberjack flag over here. But now we need a path to it, which is gonna have to go through here. So we're gonna have to demolish a couple of these. Not too bad. And we do have a lot of metal scraps. I would like to see what we do with that. We just make metal blocks. Okay. We could make books. That would be kind of interesting. But we need metal blocks to make books. Okay. Now we do have three unemployed beavers. Goodness gracious. But there we go. Now we have a place for Kellen to work. Kellen's gonna go cut those dead trees over there. And then I do want to make sure that this is all going to be maple when it replants. So I realized there's really not much point in any of the other tree types. So I think that should be good. And then this part is actually all cleared out. So were we doing potatoes here? I think we were. And we have 1,800 water, so finally going into a drought, we actually are doing okay on water. Not too bad. I think adding these extra pumps down here really helped, and then we have quite a bit of water storage. We could actually probably even use a little bit more water storage. And it looks like they are building this, but whether they actually get to these ones or not, I just don't know. Things are looking pretty good in Beaverland. I don't want to do this, but I kind of want to do this. I do think we could actually turn on this irrigation tower. Maybe I will regret that, but especially if we can like fit maybe one more pump person here, or maybe we just blow this. So if we do that, then this will all come down here. And then we can fill like this area. Maybe. There's got to be a clever way to do this. Like if we're here, because what I don't want to happen is I don't want the water to like stop coming into this part. So we're in a 6-day drought. 6 days. We'll get this guy set up here. And on this side, we're actually going to plant wheat. Which means we then need a grist mill, wheat to flour, and then flour to bread. Boost the growth of nearby crops. Let's unlock these first. Okay, cool. And we still have enough, so let's do that one. Maybe we can put like a couple of these somewhere. Don't really have a lot of room, do I? Oh, we have one spot here. But we should ideally put it in the center, I think. It looks like we should maybe put it like here. We'll put one there. What do we even need to make that, though? Oh, we need paper. Okay, forget that. So next step we're gonna do is actually go to the paper mill, which is going to use all of our science points. 40 logs, 40 planks, 40 gears. Yeah, we should be able to do that. We're a little bit light on gears, but hopefully they'll make more. And we can put this actually up here. think that's a pretty good spot for a paper mill. Efficient. Oh, but we might need. We need someone to like actually power it. So. I would love a windmill. Maybe we can get science turned back on. Like, turn on, like, a few of these guys. And maybe we can get a windmill. I did pause that. I don't think we need that right now. I just wish they could build this, but it looks like they actually are building it. Will they build it in time? I don't know. Okay, so lacks power, so we're pausing you. Slow down. Pausing that guy. We're still pumping water because we still have water coming down through here. Come on, build faster! Come on! Ekon! Come on, Ekon! Come on, Heijin! Let's see. Nope. So all that wheat we just planted is gonna die. Let's see. Oh, they're definitely not gonna get this built in time. Dang it. Shucks. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna pause quite a few of these. I think we're actually gonna pause all of these for now. We will unpause our forester. We'll unpause all of our inventors. And then we might as well try this out and see how long this lasts. So we'll do that. We'll pause these guys. And this would be a huge water source if we could get to here. Like maybe we could even just like dam this whole thing up and it'd just be like a giant lake. Like if we were able to build all that. Yeah, that would actually potentially work. I do want to think about maybe adding like a lumber mill and a gear workshop up here. So let's do a lumber mill, a gear workshop, does that work? I can't really tell, and this is like 50 horsepower. So maybe what we should do is actually just put the power wheel here. Path it. Do this one, and then we can do like a power wheel here. That should work. I think the productivity is going to be lower because it's not as much horsepower as it needs, but I mean, this one's working, so yeah, it's like 91% productivity. I think that's fine. So this water is now drying out, so we can turn these off. But if we actually could like dam up this whole area, maybe even to like a higher height, maybe even to like this level, that would be very interesting. I think this is going down maybe a little bit, but it's honestly going down pretty slowly. I think it's probably a pretty like, yeah, it's a like decently deep like pond thing, so I think that's okay. So they're gonna keep getting water. Our storage is full again. These guys are just going crazy, these little beavers with their storage. So let's see what we can do. I kind of want to keep building in like this direction for them, but I do want to build up higher like I have been, so that if we do want to flood this with water, they won't be like underwater. I kind of want to do like a triple platform situation like this. With stairs. And then maybe we can actually just continue to go over here. Like this. I think this is going to be really cool. So we'll have to path all of this for now so that they can build it. But then what I'm actually thinking of doing is taking like some housing and putting it on here on the back side of it with like a couple of rooftop terraces on top. I think that will be pretty cool. And look, they're almost done with this. They can do it. They can reach. Ayagi is bringing over a material, and look at that. We have one log, 1 out of 20. And our water is hardly going down. We started with like 1900 and we're still at 1850. And we only have 4.5 days left of the drought. But I think this is like a pretty good stopping place here. We have made quite a bit of progress. And I think next time I want to try and see if we can utilize this area better. Maybe build another district. I don't know, maybe that's too ambitious. Maybe we need to get these guys up and running first. Definitely gonna get some farming going on over here and see if we can maybe like dam up this whole area and fill it with water somehow. I don't know, we'll see. But I think that's all we're doing for today. So thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one.